for the good times. Tell him thank you for the bad times. And then give him thanks. Oh, I wish I had a witness in here. Oh, listen. When I'm up, when I'm down.
WLIF HD2 Baltimore.
The all-new Praise 106.1.
An Urban One radio station, minority controlled and operated and serving the African American community for over 40 years.
Giving our city just what we need right now. Baltimore's inspiration station. Praise 106.1.
From the Big Al Studio, Baltimore's #1 accident attorney.
The views and opinions of the guests and hosts you hear are not necessarily those of the staff and management of Radio 1, its sponsors, or its advertisers.
African Voices Radio presents David Adodo Show on 106.1 FM.
To African Voices Radio.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the David Adodo Show on African Voices Radio. Today, we do not have the complete gang with us, but we do have the chief from Nigeria, Chief Egbeyemi. How you doing, sir?
Good evening, America, Baltimore. Welcome to David Adodo Show.
And also we have Mr. Charles in the house. Mr. Charles is here in the house with his he has all these designer hats he puts on every week from week. He changes every week. I have to shop where he shops.
Just as always, welcome to Adodo Show, folks. Wonderful Saturday. We do have. I know Tunde has some lineups for you. We're always glad when we have to see Chief from Nigeria. Everything is good. I hope everyone is safe, and welcome to David Adodo Show.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Mr. Charles. We have a guest on the show today. We are honored to have a superstar in our midst today. I'm not going to reveal her name. I know you guys are itching to know who this person is, but we have the latest Nigerian sensation in the United States right now that's rocking the airwaves, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep you guessing who that person is. I won't say nothing yet. We're going to take a break. When we take a break, you're going to hear her music. After her music, we're going to come back and then I'll introduce that to you. So before much ado, Jason, are you ready for us? We're going to take a quick 2 minutes or a minute break, and then we can listen to her music. Then we'll bring her on. Jason? I don't think Jason is with us because I don't hear nothing in the background. But anyway, while we're waiting for Jason and while we're trying to do that, Chief, is there anything you can let us know about the situation of things in Nigeria now?
Yeah,
we do not have the doctor in the house, so we cannot do too much on COVID-19.
Yeah, Nigeria is cool. The northern part is drizzling with lots of rain. The usual August break is here in the south and southwest and southeast. Rains, they've stopped here, but from reliable source, from the experts, we are expecting heavier rain from next month, which is September. And people living at the coastlines have been warned about imminent flooding. And those who know should know that they got to relocate, especially in Lagos, Rivers, Delta, all the states along the coastlines. They've been warned to vacate. The killings in Kaduna is not abating, it's not subsiding. It's continuing, and it's so devastating, it's so sad that right here we have something similar to genocide going on here in Kaduna South. It's not too palatable, it's not good at all. The governor of the state was invited by the Nigerian Bar Association for their annual conference. Unfortunately, there were a lot of protests against the governor coming to deliver a paper at the conference. A lot of people alleged that his human rights record is nothing to write home about. Lots of lawyers, thousands of them, signed against his appearance at the conference. The invitation has been withdrawn, and this is causing a lot of ripples among lawyers here in Nigeria. We don't know where this will end, but certainly the Nigerian Bar Association is divided now as we speak. Governor Komolafe-Egbeyemi of Ekiti State, his poster emerged during the week alleging he's contesting for the president of this country. Unfortunately, he has come out to debunk that it has nothing to do with the poster because, like we all know, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the former governor of Lagos State, who is also the national leader of APC, is alleged to be contesting. He has not disputed that, and we all know that he's likely to be in the race. Ohaneze Ndigbo said nobody is going to negotiate that Igbo must present the next president. That the option is if the Igbos are not allowed to present the next president, then the option is to go Biafra. That's the latest from Ohaneze Ndigbo. So all said, a video went viral in Nigeria this week concerning the death of the former Senator Buruji Kashamu, late Senator Buruji Kashamu. The video was alleged. He actually placed the call to Chief Adebutu Kesintin, who is in the same business with him, business of lotto betting and lotto business. And they also have some political problems because the son of Chief Adebutu, who all of us call Baba Ijebu, the son, Ladi Adebutu, was also in the governorship race in the PDP. He had a lot of problems with Buruji Kashamu. Kashamu placed the call while he was on his sick bed privately to Baba Ijebu. Baba Ijebu made the video viral. Nigerians are not happy. People went against that. The high and mighty, that a sick man on a sick bed for asking for forgiveness was done. That was done in private. Why did you bring it into the public domain? So that being said, I think that report will end my report from Nigeria this week for now. If there's any latest breaking news, before the end of this program, we shall do that. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you so much, Chief. What I also wanted to point out that happened again, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa, was the coup in Mali, where they...
Yes. I was going to talk about that. You see, somebody made a very interesting joke that if Obasanjo were to be the president of this country, he would have flew to Mali and ordered the juntas to vacate that seat. But what we have, you see, Mali is a different ballgame. You can see that the United States of America has withdrawn their support, military support for Mali immediately. And the United Nations is asking the junta to return to the barrack. The AU, African Union, doing that too. And ECOWAS is also asking Mali to return to democracy. Yes, democracy it is in the world now. Nobody wants to go the way of the military government. But sometimes in Africa, we don't get it right. So I don't think it is the military solution that we need. But maybe the civilians too can do and correct issues. Mali is boiling now because as at last few hours, some group of soldiers are said to also, like a mutiny, is also happening immediately now in Mali. So we don't know what the end of this crisis will be.
No, it's just chaos everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Charles, did you have something to say?
I have a couple of questions. I mean, anything about Nigeria is so much interesting to me. A couple of things that I'm hearing, and you were there, about this Mali. Nigeria has a delegate. I think Jonathan is there now, right?
No, he's the head of, Jonathan is the head of the peace mission that was sent to
Mali.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. And then secondly, what's up with the wife of our president? I heard that she went to overseas for medical something and then it came back. You see, looking for a better hospital in Nigeria.
Those in power in Nigeria, we don't usually have information about them. You see, when Nigerians are in power, their health is shrouded in secrecy, their financial situation, financial position, everything is in secrecy. So there are so many rumors flying about the wife of the president in Dubai today, in London tomorrow. As a media person, if I cannot authenticate any news, I won't put it forward. So for now, it's all rumor about the wife of the president.
And another thing I know, people here, overseas, guys in this area, they're asking questions. What's going on in Ghana between Nigerians? And I mean, what do you know at all going on in Ghana?
Very, very unfortunate situation, because these two countries, when we were very younger, we used to know Nigeria-Ghana football days, Nigeria-Ghana cultural festival, Nigeria-Ghana. I felt I was even a Ghanaian when I was growing up. But right now, the two countries are not together in terms of, we saw a few months ago when the fence of the perimeter fence of the quarters housing the embassy staff of Nigeria was broken down. Right now, I think it's something about business, petty traders claiming that Ghanaians are not allowed to do this and do that. Well, you see, my Igbo brothers, wherever they are highly enterprising, visible human being, very energetic. Even in Nigeria, that's who they are. And anywhere they go, when people are lazy, they take over and do the right thing. So I think it's an act of jealousy somewhere that could have emanated from a group of Ghanaians who are not comfortable with the rise of these Igbo traders, and they are attacking them. This is not good. The president of Ghana, the people of Ghana, they've kept too quiet. And I hope that we don't go into retaliation here in Nigeria so that we won't have the blacks eating the blacks. We have talked about Black Lives Matters in the US. We are doing the same to ourselves here on our continent. So we need to quickly look at it. The two countries need to sit down. Diplomatic issues must come in immediately, and this issue must be resolved. These two countries are very friendly. We have interwoven intermarriages, business concern here and there. We don't differentiate between Ghana and Nigeria when we are younger. So why are we doing that now? I think the government of Nigeria and government of Ghana need to sit right and do this right in the interest of our people.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chief, because this is how this xenophobic issue started in South Africa too, where they started, killing other Nigerians, especially, other countries from Africa, attacking them because they were being successful in their business and the way, the things they were doing.
Yeah, so, another school of thought came up with the information that the issue of Ghana must grow that happened in the heydays of Alhaji Shehu Shagari is yet to get out of the system of the Ghanaians. So they are coming back to say, okay, Nigerians, we are encroaching our business terrain. You are not allowing us to do things rightly. When we were in your country, we were your teachers, we were shoemakers, our women were on the streets. And now you are flourishing here in this country. Go back. Yes, this boils down to the fact that there's no good government in Nigeria. If our government is good enough, we won't be going out. Nigerians will seek greener pasture in other countries if our country is good enough and if we have good security, good business environment. A lot of factories have relocated to Ghana in the past. Ghana is not in near Nigeria in terms of land, in terms of population and all that, even infrastructure. But they are leaving this country to other countries at a time. So Dunlop relocated, Michelin relocated, Cadbury relocated, all because we couldn't get ourselves right. Our infrastructures are mean, our power system is down. And this is why when you don't keep your home in proper shape, your citizen will run out and they will be maltreated. If you don't treat your citizen very well in your country, they will go out seek for greener pasture elsewhere and they will be maltreated. That is what is happening. It's an offshoot of bad government here in Nigeria in every part of the system. So it's a challenge on the people in government or the political class to know that things are not right. Our citizens are now victims in other nations. So the government needs to sit right and do things right. Thank you.
Yes, you're right. If we don't take care of home, then we're always going to have this problem all over the world. Anywhere Nigerians go, everybody is bad, unfortunately. But we need to take care of home. So we're going to take that break now. And then, Jason, are you with us? Okay, we're going to take that break. And then when we take that break, when we'll come back, we're going to introduce our guest. Thank you, Jason.
Casanova lover, Mr.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that. That was from our guest of today. Her name is Lola Daboni, and that's Mr. Casanova. Please drum roll or put your hands together for our guest for today. Jason, do we have some kind of effect? We have a hand clap. We
deserve one. You deserve one.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Lola Daboni to the show. Lola, you're welcome.
Hi guys. Thank you.
Good to have you here. Lola is a graduate from Seton Hall University, and she's a very versatile young lady. She DJs as well. She's into a lot of things. She DJs, you know, she does music. What are your challenges trying, you know, I don't know. It seems like there's nothing you cannot do that you cannot come out successful with. Every time you do something is great.
Yeah, it is. No, I just try to have my hands in like a lot of things, you know, jack of all trades, master of some kind of thing.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm just watching the video. The video is also on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. It's called Mr. Casanova. You can go to YouTube.
Casanova Lover.
Oh, Mr. Casanova Lover. I'm sorry. You can go on YouTube to watch it, and I'm looking at it. What are your challenges as an artist, you know, putting music together, doing the video, promoting the album, you know, all this kind of stuff?
When I first got started, scheduling was a big factor. So to kind of work a full-time job and then find the time to do what I wanted to do as my passion. So I kind of rectified that by getting a teleworking job. So I work from home. So I just kind of carry my laptop wherever I need to go and, you know, get that done. So I guess I solved that problem.
That's cool. So Lola is an engineer as well, besides the fact that she plays music. So that tells you that, you know, go to school, get your degree, but chase your passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lola, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where you coming from? I mean, where you joining us from? I know you're based in US, or you were born here, or whatever, and, you know, just say a little bit about yourself so that our fans will know who you are very well.
Sure. I am based in the DMV. I'm from Jersey, so shout out to Jersey. Yeah, I also went to school in Jersey, Seton Hall University. Shout out to Seton Hall. And yeah, I'm coming to you guys live from my home studio in PG, Maryland. And I work as a computer engineer right now, and I'm also an Afrobeats artist and a DJ. And yeah, I'm 29.
Okay.
And that's about it.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, actually, where are your parents from?
Where Isha?
Yeah, your parents.
Where Isha?
Oh, you Isha.
Yeah, from Edo State.
From Edo State.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are they living here, or are they living in Nigeria? Are they living here?
No, they live here.
They live here. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It's good to see. I've never seen. I know there's a lot of women DJ, but I don't know here in US.
Oh yeah.
Have one. One of the highest paid DJ in Nigeria is a lady, like you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
DJ Kupi.
Yeah. Chief.
DJ Kupi, the daughter of Tedola.
Yes.
I was going to ask you a question, Lola.
Sure.
Are you aware that Nigerian music is all over the world?
It is. I am aware of that. But I would say that I was on this Nigerian Afrobeats music train before everybody else did it. When I was praising it and saying it back in the day, people thought I was nuts. But look at where we are right now. We
will be glad to have you in Nigeria to come and perform. Come and do some collaboration with our artists here.
That's in the works when, the pandemic is over.
Yeah, sure.
That'll be wonderful.
Sure.
That'll be wonderful.
So we should be expecting you in Nigeria?
Sometime sooner than you think.
You must have heard about Sade Adu, have you?
Yes, of course.
Okay. She's more in the UK, but she identified with her home. Are you identifying with Nigeria?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay. Who is your artist in this country?
Who's my what?
Artist, your role model.
I like Dat Green. Do you remember who Dat Green is?
Oh, seriously, yeah, that Green.
Yeah.
That rapper.
Yes. So that's my guy. All day, every day. That's my guy.
Oh, okay. But Dat Green is a very talented rapper, artist. But yeah, you're right. We celebrate him even in death. We still celebrate him.
Yeah.
Are you into rapping?
I do rap. Yes, that's what I actually started off doing. I started off rapping.
Okay. What about Olamide?
I like him too. I like him too. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I see. So how hard is it to get people together to shoot your music video? Because I see, looking at it, the locations. How do you pick your locations? The people you get together to help you. Do you have a manager who does all this for you, or you take your time and get all these folks together?
So I'm writing solo. So I kind of put everything together. So pretty much what I do is hire a director. Shout out to Visual Code Studios, Femi. And so we scout the location. Actually, my first 2 songs, the location just kind of came up because of the weather. It happened to be snowy and rainy every time I wanted to shoot. So we had to go where it was warm. So that's kind of how that happened. And yeah, so you hire the director, at least that's what I did. And then, reach out to like some producers to like scout locations and like get some of the casting calls out for people to come and appear in the video. And we just take it from there. So it's the whole thing that happened. I'm sorry?
The choreography, because I see a lot of movement and dance. And, are these professional dancers, or you guys actually took time to choreograph the steps and everything?
Yeah, so the dancers, they're actually professional dancers. And so they do that and they come prepared. Like we send them the song, they make a routine to it, and they know that it's going to be part of the video. And so we kind of send them everything they need to know. And then, shooting time comes and they're ready to go.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is great. That is great. It is a lot of work. What would you say to someone who is starting off, someone who's trying to do what you do and don't know how to go about it, or what step to take? What would you say to them?
I would say you just got to start. Like, honestly, there are a lot of people, very talented producers who are just ready to give you a track and have somebody, put a song to their track. So you just kind of have to start and go. You have to network. There's going to be a lot of downs and lows, but if it's your passion, you just kind of have to persevere through it. And the light will come later.
Wow, that's great. So like everything else is perseverance.
Yeah, you have to.
And especially now, this is very important to us, especially now in the United States. We have a female vice president coming on very soon.
That's right.
We have Lola here, rocking the mic as well. So, we'd like to listen to another track from your album. I think this one is titled "Take Your Shot." This was the very first one that you did.
Yes.
So, Jason, if you don't mind, you can play us "Take Your Shot," and then we can enjoy this as well. Are you with me, Jason?
Yeah, man. Only what a body. I'm a tattoo for it. Leave way. I'm a llama, I was slay mama. Oh, yeah. Show, yeah. Perfect for the queen.
Just take your shots, no they talk. You they talk too much. I'm a bad girl, me no they dog. I'ma take my shot, boy, in a rush. Take your shots, no they talk. You they talk too much. I'm a bad girl, me no the dog. I'ma take my shot, boy, in a rush. Kilo talk, Baba let's do the do, Baba no talk. Oh, leave the talk, make we rock. Baba let's do the do, Baba no talk. Oh, kilo talk, Baba let's do the do, Baba no talk. Oh, leave the talk, make we rock. Baba let's do the do, Baba no talk. Oh, the boy I'm crushing on looks to me like he gets anaconda. But I realize I'm on a line, I'm on the corner. You tell me, say, you have been with Bola, Tola, Sholape. It be like, say, you they think you see me, I be tinto le mouchere. Make me confirm, shots, no they talk. You they talk too much. I'm a bad girl, me no the dog. I'ma take my shot, boy, in a rush. Kill on talk, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Leave the talk, make we rock, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Kill on talk, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Leave the talk, make we rock, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. I love you, you're on lie. Cause no one is above you, you're on lie. I can never do without you, you're on lie. Oh, I go buy you this and that, confirm it. I go send you mega a lot, confirm it. I go give you the cocoa, confirm it. Moleno molowo, confirm it. Make me confirm, oh. If not true, you the talk, oh. I know that the time, oh. Make me get down, oh. Make me confirm, oh. If you be nine, oh. I be the lie, oh. Let's get down, oh. Just take your shots, no they talk. You they talk too much. I'm a bad girl, me no the dog. I'ma take my shot, boy, in a rush. Your shots, no they talk. You they talk too much. I'm a bad girl, me no the dog. I'ma take my shot, boy, in a rush. Kill on talk, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Leave the talk, make we rock, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Kill on talk, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Leave the talk, make we rock, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Kill on talk, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Leave the talk, make we rock, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Kill on talk, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Leave the talk, make we rock, Baba, let's do the do, Baba, no talk, oh. Take your shots, no they talk. You they talk too much. I'm a bad girl, me no the dog. I'ma take my shot, boy, in a rush.
Okay, we're back now. So that was Take Your Shot. That was the first track she made, and then before the next one, Mr. Casanova Lover. So Lola, thank you so much for coming on our show. We wish you all the successes. You know, if you anytime you need to come, you know, you're free to come back anytime. When you win the Grammy Award, we'll be here waiting for you. You know?
Awesome.
Okay, before you leave, two things. What motivates you?
Life, I guess. I don't like to stand still, right? Because when you're stagnant, you don't go anywhere. Obviously, that's what the definition is. And so you just always want to keep doing and doing and doing. And I really love music, especially Afrobeats music. So I don't really need much motivation to do this because, I mean, I do this for free, honestly. So, but living life, like you have to live life to the fullest. Like, I feel like my purpose in life is to be happy, and Afrobeats music really does make me happy. I mean, listening to it was one thing, but to get the opportunity to like make it and make my own, like that's great. So that's what I choose to do.
Okay, can you do a little bit of rapping for us before you leave?
We need some rap.
I know, and before you do that, okay, or after you do that, you gotta let us know how anybody that wants to reach you. Someone has to have a party or something. Where do we go? Something like that. I think that's something that we can do on this show so that people will know how they can reach out. Maybe if they need some help about music, or they wanted to probably have you help them or get some advice or something. Okay, so don't forget to let us know how we can reach you.
Okay, well, actually, you guys can reach me. I have a website. You can go to loladabunny.com or oluwadabunny.com. And like everybody else, I have an Instagram. You can find me at oluwadabunny on Instagram. And yeah, that's it. oluwadabunny@gmail.com as well. So I'm available everywhere, really.
So Oluwadabunny, that's OLUWADA and a Bunny, BUNNY.
Yes.
So that's how it's spelled. So you cannot miss it. So we're waiting for a rap song before we let you go.
For us,
you ready for us?
Or do you need to set up with your system, whatever? You know, just whatever you can do to entertain us for a few minutes.
Sure. Let me rap. I guess I said I love that green, so I guess I'll just. Is it the chief that asked me if I was still repping Nigeria? So I guess. You know, I'm on Nigerian, me, Nigeria, BMC, Nigerian, Monisi, Barsimiko, ABC, I'm on Nigeria, Molefin, Sheep, Pepsi.
All right.
That's a little bit. That's a little bit. That's a little bit. You know.
That's a little bit.
That's a little bit.
Yeah, that's great, Lola. I'm sure there's so much more from where that came from. Chief,
Yeah.
I saw you bubbling, Chief.
Yeah, because Chief remembers what she's talking about.
Yes. That green wonderful young man, he lived well, he died too early. To his memory, a friend of mine, Femi David, who is a media personality, is always doing a lot for that green. The last time we did his memorial, and we paid visit to his family somewhere in Agbado in Lagos here, where his family, his mother was presented with some cash gifts. So the memory of that green. Thank you, Omolola, for that. Wonderful.
Thanks so much. You're welcome.
And good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lola, for coming on our show. Once again, like I said, when you win that Grammy Award, just mention my name a little bit.
I got you.
And also the Adodo Show, okay, David Adodo.
Thank you.
But once you mention that, every one of us here will, already mentioned. So
that's interesting. Thank you so much for coming. So we're going to go back now. So back to our programming. We do not have the doctor in the house, so we are not going to do too much on the coronavirus. Other than that, just to mention to you to wear your mask, keep your 6 feet, and wash your hands always. So a lot of people out there don't believe this thing is real. They don't want to wear the mask. Don't be like them. Take care of yourself and your family. We're having situations now with kids going back to school, colleges, and all that. The youngest person to die from coronavirus died yesterday, a 6-year-old girl in Florida. It's just, I don't know how we're going to, wrap our hands around this, but I don't think it is time for people to go back to school. I don't think that's my own opinion. Everybody have their own opinion, but if we don't have this pandemic under control, there's no need to go back to school. You're going to school to get an education, and then you're dying in the process. It's a no win. It doesn't make any sense. Stay home. I wish everybody can stay home and learn, over the internet. It's not going to be convenient as an in-person to person learning, but we are in the middle of a pandemic. Don't forget that. We are in the middle of a pandemic. When things get back to normal, yes, we'll go back to school, person to person, teacher to student, and all that kind of stuff. But at least we'll all be safe and we'll be alive to go to school. So it's not colleges now. Some colleges are opening, but they're shutting back down, because you cannot control people's movements. Once they are on campus, they will socialize, they will move around, things will happen. You can't really control people's movements. So it makes it very difficult and easy for the virus to keep spreading. So everybody out there, I know it's been left to the hands of the state officials or the education departments to make these decisions, but I hope they all, think safety first. Life first before anything else. Without life, nothing else can happen. There can be no business. There can be no economy. There can be no education. There can be nothing. So life first. So that comes first. So, I hope, we all continue to follow the CDC guidelines. Put on your mask, 6 feet, and wash your hands as always, wherever you are. Mr. Charles.
Yes. Don't have a whole lot on that. Like you said, our doctor is not here, but I hope. The only thing is that I'm going to ask Chief. I know that following with what's going on in Nigeria, I think I saw the governor of Lagos State saying that one of the problems we're having about this COVID is the challenges about how people behave. Here
in Nigeria, a lot of lessons have come out of COVID-19. I know for sure that our social life will not return to normal again for a long time. A report came from the World Health Organization that we should be prepared to live with this virus for the next 2 years, to manage it for the next 2 years. And if you look at what is happening here in Lagos or all over Nigeria, we still have lockdown from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. in the morning. But you see, it's not very, it's not very effective because human beings are beginning to want to break the laws because people want to come out and people are actually coming out. But big lessons is, for instance, in the Southwest, where people spend a lot of money for burials, a lot of money for marriages, weddings. This has reduced drastically. People want to get married and they want to comply with the COVID-19 guidelines. So marriages and weddings are low-keyed and all that now. Burials are low-keyed. Events are becoming low-keyed. And I think by the grace of God, if we get out of the lockdown, people can still realize that they can manage resources to do things moderately, unlike when we spend money lavishly, and it affects the economy. And apart from that, our environmental sanitation system has improved. People are conscious of how they've got to wash their hands. Hugging is not anything in vogue anymore. People greet with their elbows. People do things differently now. And I think all these will change our social life when the pandemic is over. All this said and done, I don't think people are managing social distance very well here in Nigeria. I saw a bus. I was driving beside a bus this afternoon, and I saw a 16-seater bus carrying about 20-something people. I think they are going on a social function. They chartered the bus. And you see, the police have relaxed, the law enforcement agents have relaxed. Even the lockdown by 10 p.m., if you still go out by now, people are outside there doing their thing. Bars are opening indiscriminately, except the very organized eateries, the ones that we know, that are not allowing people to sit down and eat in there. But all these bookers, all these restaurants, local ones, they have broken the laws, they have broken the regulations, they are doing things the way they want. And Nigerians still keep on saying that it's all ours, there's no virus, there's nothing else anywhere. This is because, as we speak, the fatality rate has not been anything. People have not seen it in anything. Less than 1,000, we still have 900 fatality rate in Nigeria. So what are you telling me? That the virus does not exist here? If we have less than one, we still have 900 and something fatality rate. Oyo State came out, no single fatality rate in Oyo State. No death was recorded in all the isolation centers in Oyo State. So people will tell you, show me who is dying. It's big men's problem. It's not our own problem. They tell you it's big men that are dying. It's not their own problem. So somebody carried a bottle of whiskey and he was pouring in his mouth. He said, I can't be drinking this and get viral. Where will I get it from? Said, you know. So all these, we're laughing, but honestly, yes. I don't really get it, because even the so-called educated people will tell you, oh boy, go and sit down. The virus does not exist. This and that. Somebody told me that he wakes up in the morning, he Googles his mouth with petrol, and he goes out all day. That virus will never enter his mouth. It will never enter any part of his body. Jesus. So, you know, just like in the days when we used to have Apollo, when people contact high viruses here and there, people will wash their face with acid water, people will wash their face with battery water, people will put all sort of, you know, we tend to create our own shortcuts for every ailment or every health hazard around us. But all this said and done, there's danger in the There's certain facts about this coronavirus. I mean, I know that the scientists, there's something that I saw, one of the articles, I think it came out of Nigeria, I think it says that the scientists are still puzzled. They are very, very puzzled by the low corona deaths in Africa. And for most Africans seems to doubt. I mean, the fact that they're having low, the low death rates, they still have doubts about this. I mean, even like you said, the educated ones, they know. But the fact that the death rate there is very low, people are still not buying. I mean, I know one of the reasons why they're not buying is hunger. People are very, hungry is one of the reasons why nobody wants to, they stay home. What are they going to eat and all that? But, the scientists are still puzzled why, somebody's drinking petrol, somebody Googling with, or Google. I will quickly tell you this.
I just don't know. Yes.
The death rate in Northeast, Yobe, Borno, North Central, and Zamfara and all that, in terms of cattle rustling, bandits and all that, is very higher than the death rate of pandemic. The death rate of malaria in Nigeria is higher than the death rate of this pandemic. The death rate of cancer and other ailments is higher than this pandemic. The death rate from hunger is higher than this. So Nigerians have come to say that, okay, we have been dying before this thing comes. If we have to die, let us die. We have been dying. People are being killed daily. They didn't die of coronavirus. They were killed by other people. There's a video that went viral 3 days ago of a lady being dragged along the roadside, macheted live and killed. So people will see that, why do I have to run for one coronavirus when danger is lurking everywhere around the corner? And why should I be afraid and kill? So people are living their normal life knowing that death comes anytime. People will tell you our roads are more dangerous than coronavirus. Yeah, our roads are more dangerous than coronavirus. People will tell you all this. So what is coronavirus? We have not seen any coronavirus. We see accident rates, we see fire, we see this, we see that. We didn't see corona. Which corona is killing anybody? It's big man problem. That's what people say. But we know that coronavirus exists. We know that coronavirus is dangerous, but who is telling who? Nigerians also tell you, they will also tell you that they are using it for corruption. Corruption is in the land, and our government is not even helping matters. When we saw an isolation center built for billions of naira, isolation center of canopy built for billions of naira, equipped for billions of naira. How much will they build an entire hospital? You understand?
Yes, sir.
So these are factors that that is working against this campaign. When you don't have good government, people have lost interest in government. People have lost interest in campaigns. People have lost interest in all these promises. People are ready to die. So they don't care. Nigerians don't care anymore. Those who care are rich people. Those who care are rich people because they want to protect their richness and their this and that. Look at now, their flight will resume. Flight will resume 29th of August. People are alleging that because their children are here, they can't attend school, and school are being opened abroad. That's why they want to open the flight so that their children can quickly travel back to wherever they are going. That's the thinking of Nigerians. Because, okay, who is traveling out? Why are you opening? Who is traveling out? Except them who want to go there for business. Is their children who wants to go back to school? Is it the ordinary downfall driver? Is it the organizer what's the business of the organizer with traveling out or you are opening? They don't care. They don't want to hear this. What they want to hear, give them food. When you lock them down for 1 month, you never give them food, they will come out. And when they come out, you can't lock them up again. They will never listen to you. So this is what we have in Nigeria.
Yes. Wow. So it all boils down to good governing and
good governance. Good governance.
Yes, good governance. Because, like you rightly said, how can you put up a canopy and say that's a
billion naira isolation?
On paper, it's billion naira, but when we look at it, it's just a canopy.
Yes,
like that would make people not to believe and trust what you're saying. The truth is that the citizenry has lost hope on trust on the government.
They don't trust.
They've lost all hope because the
government needs to establish trust between them and the people.
Yes, our politicians have lost trust. There have been too many promises of I will do this, I will do that, and nothing gets done. And so the citizens keep suffering, they keep enduring, and then the politicians keep getting richer.
And if you probe them, they will faint.
Yes. That's why they believe it is big mass problem, because the ordinary man is out seeking for food, and the ones that we hear that die actually are the politicians. Everybody COVID in Nigeria that we're hearing in the news are the politicians, are the big men. So that's why they say it's a big man disease.
Small men die too, but because they don't have names, nobody recognizes
them. Yes.
I never thought about this until you said that, Chief. If you look at other things in Nigeria that can kill you even more than this pandemic, just thinking about that flood in front of your house alone.
Chief rightly mentioned it, that it's rainy season. So people in Lekki now, they'll be scared of their houses getting flooded.
Yes.
Because that is
because of bad roads. Accidents happen every day on our roads, and people lost their lives. People who ordinarily will leave their homes healthy and bubbling with life, they just go because of bad roads. One truck will veer off the road and kill many people. So what is coronavirus to Nigerians when other things are killing them? The fertility rate of other things are there. So what is coronavirus? They don't see it. They don't want to know about it. What they want is food, good governance. Nigerians are yearning for good governance. If you give them good governance, they will comply with your coronavirus regulation.
Absolutely.
Stomach first.
That's true. And they will agree. They will agree to that.
And don't forget the social media. People will tell you in Canada, they place food in front of houses every morning in this. And in Nigeria, when a minister comes and say that even in this lockdown period, we are feeding children, school children are being fed. Where is the statistics to show? Where's the database to show that you take food to school children in their homes in this country? So people have lost interest entirely in government because everybody seems to be lying. We watch TV every day. People are being probed, they faint. When you are taking them to court, they feign health challenges. They go on stretchers. Somebody is jailed, another person is released. Conifela sang a song. He said, Paddy government. What we are running today is Paddy government. If you are in my party, you are no more a sinner. If you are not in my party, you are a sinner. So we are running a Paddy government, and to every Nigerian who is not in government, the government is an enemy of the people. For the people, the government also see the people as enemies. If not, why would one minister wake up overnight and say hate speech? You are fined 5 million naira for hate speech. What qualifies hate speech? Where is hate speech in our system? Where is hate speech? Hate speech cannot be quantified in Nigeria. What is hate speech? I can say anything in my language and you say it's hate speech. Take me to court, we will take it from there. Hate speech does not exist in any portion of our system, in our laws. So one ministry will rise up and say hate speech. Has it been passed by the National Assembly? You see, we are doing things abnormally, and anything cannot be normal if you are doing things abnormally. If you didn't do things normally, there will be normalcy in the system. But if you do things abnormally, there will be abnormality in the system.
There will be chaos.
There will be chaos.
Yes, Chief, something that I would like you to please, if possible, look into that again. I was going to ask you about that, but I don't think we're kind of ruining the time here. There's an ex-governor, I believe, I forgot his name, that came out making this allegedly conspiracy about Boko Haram, saying that the governor in Northern State is sponsoring and all that.
He's not a state governor. He was deputy governor of CBN. And right now, a text message went viral yesterday alleging that he was being kidnapped or being taken somewhere. Nobody has proven that. But it is true that it came out. It's a video that went viral.
Right.
But it's a serious security issue that I wouldn't want to discuss. Because for now, Nigeria is a very dangerous place to discuss government if you are not, if you are in opposition. There are things you don't say. Especially for some of us who we have been identified as opposition. Anybody who's not in government in Nigeria is in opposition. But it's not that we are in opposition. We are just critics. We are just people who want good governance for this country. We are just people who think that the masses should be part of the system. To run the system, if you don't put the people first, the people will not put government interest at. The nation does not have patriotic citizens because of the class of politicians that we have. Patriotism is nothing in Nigeria. Nobody is patriotic. The policeman on the street is not patriotic. The NEPA man, the man who is in charge of your electricity is not patriotic. Everybody is not patriotic. The only patriotic people in this country are people in government who thinks or a spokesman for one governor, a spokesman for the president. He thinks he's protecting the president. He's not protecting his country. This is a country where no security man can walk to a government or governor or a senator and arrest him or her, even if he commits crime. Somewhere in the Western world, you don't drive a car without a driver's license. But in this country, people drive carelessly without driver's license. Nobody can stop them.
You don't register your car.
The day this country gets it right and the policemen can be left alone to do their job rightly without first calling, sir, should we arrest him or should we arrest this person? There are people who cannot never be arrested in this country. No, they can never be arrested in this country unless the system change, unless the IG of police is appointed by the people through the House of Assembly. The day we have a commissioner of police elected by the House of Assembly, gradually we'll be getting there. It's not that we have gotten there because the House of Assembly itself can be bribed, but at least they are representative of the people. It is when we get to that level, we don't do things like other nations. In the Bible, when Israel said they want to do things like the other nations, they failed because God allowed them to do things like other nations. God appointed a king for them. They said they want to have their own king. God was ruling them with the prophets. They said they want king like other nations. And the Israelites, they failed. In this country, there are things we should do. We should do it according to Nigerian system. We should do it. Some people should come out together and appoint a commissioner of police. At that time, the commissioner of police may not be a policeman. Yeah, he may not be a policeman. He can be chairman of police activity in Lagos State. He won't be a policeman. He does not necessarily be. It could be a retired civil servant. It could be something. In those days, we used to have special constables. My headmaster when I was in the primary school in St. Paul's Catholic School in Putemeta, my headmaster was a policeman. He is a special constable. He wears uniform every Friday. He lives among the people, so he can identify criminals. But now we don't do that anymore. The police don't even have barracks. Nigerian policemen don't have barracks. They live anywhere. So they would look for money to sustain their lifestyle. Government has failed the people. And until we get it normal in this country, a few people are holding the money that is meant for all. And as long as that happens, this coronavirus thing you are talking will just be a mirage. Nobody wants to see it. Nobody is seeing it.
Wow. So, Chief, thank you so much for everything, the information. With all the going back into the Bible and everything, I don't think I'll go to church tomorrow. I just went to church right now with Chief. So
it's always good to have Chief on this show.
Program, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of another intriguing David Adodo Show on African Voices Radio. Thank you for being out there, for being part of this program, for listening, for watching. We're on all platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Thank you so much for following us. Yes, and share the program as well, so the more, so that some of these things we are saying on this program can reach the people that we want them to reach, so that we can effect change. And this is our own way of effecting change. Gradually, one step at a time, we will get there. Mr. Charles, could you say your farewell?
Yeah, I just want to give a little shout out to the ones that we're missing today, David Adodo and our Queen. I know, and the doctor also, who I miss you all today. An interesting show that you all missed. Hopefully you guys will join us next Saturday. And again, thanks for listening to David Adodo Show. And you all stay safe.
And we also want to thank the sponsors, David Adodo Show, of course. We want to thank Dave's Foods and Poultry out in Baltimore, Africa International. We also want to say a big thank you for sponsoring us. We're also looking out for sponsors. If you want to be part of this program, do not hesitate to give us a call to be part of this program. Thank you all so much. And the last word from the Chief.
Yeah, Nigeria will be a better country very soon. Things will change and Nigeria will be a wonderful nation to reckon with all over the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We hope to have another guest next week, and we'll also be discussing some more interesting and intriguing topics next week. We For every listener, for all of us that are part of this program, I would like for us to prepare our minds. We're going to be discussing the China invasion of Africa. That's what we're going to be doing next week. The Chinese invasion of Africa. It's the second colonization, and we must resist it with every single strength we have, every iota of blood in our system. We must resist it. The Chinese cannot take over Africa. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Okay.
My own me, the sound is just some accusation, know what I mean? Dr. Frow's about to go insane once again.
You're listening to African Voices Radio.
It's a free entertainment, baby. Yeah, what now? Yeah, what it do? Let's go.
Every time I wake, I go past praise the Lord. Now He make me rest, now He wake me up. All the good things that you do for me, I'm happy, Lord. Waiting I go do, Baba, now to thank you, Lord. Thank God, 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 thank God.
Hey, I'm a bad fake. Now I'm a jebaki, but only day your pataki. Harry be life, me shit change. Modian so if you 1,000 naira rap blades, no drove by change. Let me let my thoughts real quick, call it shorty ray. Mobo Jew alone, kini mori ray. Let me let it down, I write it 30 console. Let me know really, Timothy will control. And you're shady for long to be, along to Woshishu, or with the shit to make a look be. Say Molom we know, the shit tell Koya. Along your Benny, what your magic I will fire. Simba one new Yarayi tele, and my nick with no. Munjamalani sing, motivate to no. I'm alone in me, you on trip for issue. They should buy the package, man. Oh, Maria, no Jesus.
Every time I wake, I go past praise the Lord. Now He make me rest, now He wake me up. All the good things that you do for me, I'm happy, Lord. Waiting I go do, Baba, now to thank you, Lord. Thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God.
You're listening to African Voices Radio.
Yes, Moti Jalebi. Dear local when you summary me about it on your break. Nigga Timon Kibi, holy also to me. Very low moment, minute sing along to you me. Won't coming in to let you know how I'm feeling. Moti she break it, I'm a bomb, koya feeling. Man do no jotimbari, gadimo. I got jotimbari, a jam, did the ramu. The baby me tell it what was she one show. Mudukwela along with this same level me the Heli to bamo continue so to the sofa. To buffet do follow low, my body will be woofa. Every time I'm along with sort of concern con. Bonnie every moment boom planning con con. Mudukwe, rip me to jelly chepe. A bam to look back who are bami chape.
Every time I wake, I go past praise the Lord. Now He make me rest, now He wake me up. All the good things that you do for me, I'm happy, Lord. Waiting I go do, Baba, now to thank you, Lord. Thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God.
You're listening to African Voices Radio. You're listening to African Voices Radio.
WLIF HD2 Baltimore.
The all-new Praise 106.1.
An Urban One radio station, minority controlled and operated and serving the African American community for over 40 years.
Giving our city just what we need right now. Baltimore's inspiration station. Praise 106.1.
From the Big Al Studio, Baltimore's #1 accident attorney.
At Simple Mobile, you get the no contract advantage. Unlimited talk and text plus 5 gigabytes of high-speed data for $30 a month. $30 a month on a nationwide 5G network and no contract. That's our best deal ever. Shop now at simplemobile.com. Simple Mobile. Out with the old, in with the simple.
Limited time offer ends 9/30/2020. Standard high-speed data allotment on all redemptions thereafter. Compatible 5G capable device and SIM required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. 5G network not available in all areas. Terms at simplemobile.com.
Hey Sherry, have you seen the all-new My Business Network website?
I sure have. We've been complaining for many years about not being able to find minority-owned businesses in our community. The MBN directory has solved that problem.
It sure has. I just clicked on advanced search and saw featured selections such as keywords, category, location, minority, or woman-owned business.
I see accountants, bookstores, plumbers, restaurants, salons, and now I can specify minority-owned. I'm really going to enjoy this.
This format is long overdue. I will share MBN's website on my social media pages and encourage my friends to support and business owners to register.
I'm so excited. I see soul food, Caribbean, and vegan restaurants that I never knew existed. We will finally be able to retain more of our income in our community.
Let's spread the word and start patronizing businesses at mbndirectory.com.
mbndirectory.com is open to the entire Maryland business community. With just a few clicks, you can now locate businesses in our underserved minority community. Visit My Business Network at mbndirectory.com.
Hey family, it's Cheryl Jackson, and I'm happy to see that our city has opened back up. But you know what that means, right? Auto accidents are bound to happen. But don't worry, because my friend Big Al will make sure that injustice doesn't. You can count on him to take care of all the legalities and technicalities. Big Al has the knowledge and connections to navigate your case to get you the biggest settlement. So if you're in an accident,